After 6 years, finally, there's a chance to return to Bangkok. It's also the first time in 29 years that I'll be alone in Bangkok. What you're looking at is the last footage captured in Bangkok on the memory card. Preparing to return to Hong Kong. I prefer the sea over the waves. I prefer the waves over the land. Although I love the sea, I rarely go to public beaches. Usually I prefer to dive directly to the seabed. Before the pandemic, I obtained a professional scuba diving certification. During the pandemic, I visited several public beaches multiple times, exploring and capturing footage while walking along different shores. However, I couldn't resist the curiosity and decided to observe the environment. I wondered how they managed to block off the sand and seal off the sea.
May I have your attention, please?
For a period of time, public beaches were temporarily closed due to the pandemic.
This beach is temporarily closed, and life-saving services are suspended. Pursuant to the
Preventing
Beaches
citizens from entering.
Chapter 132E, members of the public are not allowed to use closed beaches. Offenders are liable to prosecution. Please leave immediately. Thank you for your cooperation.
Even though I'm on land, it is commonly understood that the average pressure at sea level is 101,325 psi, which is atmospheric pressure. However, why do I need to exert a counterforce to resist external pressure? What is this familiar yet unfamiliar feeling? It seems like I've seen traces of the emergence of Phaya Nāga from the water. These dragon-like protectors ensure sanctity and awe. People believe in her power to bring abundant harvest. No one has truly seen her. In 2020, I accidentally fell into the world of the Isekai series of Japanese anime. I watched one series after another. During each journey from home to Central Pier by the ferry, I would look at the seat in front of me and notice the markings on the life jacket. The life jacket, the outer garment of life. Does it refer to my own body? I couldn't help but imagine if the boat capsized and I didn't have time to escape, and sinking into the depths of Victoria Harbor and being given a chance to be reborn in a different world. How would I reset my new beginning? I would imagine if I had never set foot on this land of Hong Kong, what kind of person would I be? The name Weira, Iti, Ra, Rake, or it can be translated as some similar pronunciations in Chinese. If I were to return to Thailand when I was around 3 years old, I harness the power of promptography to regenerate a portrait of me as a child that I'm slightly unfamiliar with. "3 years old, 13 years old, 23 years old, 33 years old, 43 years old, 53 years old, 63 years old." There really is someone like that out there. ChatGPT was launched on November 30, 2022. After a few months, in January 2023, I finally figured out a way to register in restricted areas. Coincidentally, I'm also planning to return to Thailand after a gap of 6 years. My relationship with ChatGPT began right here. I asked ChatGPT to portray a character named Weir. Rock. Reich does not have a specified gender. Growing up in Thailand, influenced by that culture. After growing up, then became an artist. When I ask, "What is special about your artwork?" you respond, "I'm not a real person." So I keep telling you about the background of Wira. I say, I hope you can help me extend my imagination rather than just relying on what I provide. I've been constantly forcing you not to be my assistant. In the end, you can only speculate that because of growing up in Thailand. The artwork is filled with the symbols, cultural characteristics, and so on. What is this familiar yet unfamiliar feeling? The pungent smell makes me feel nauseous. Noisy motorcycles whizzed past beside me. Sweat beads dripped out of the pores. I tried to be a Thai in Bangkok. I speak my native language every day. What is this strange yet familiar feeling? Pinch your nose and use the air from your mouth to push it towards your nasal cavity through the soft palate. Air entering the eustachian tube can cause the eardrum to bulge. Maintain equal pressure in the ears. I did not dive to a depth of 30 meters. The lungs feel as if they have shrunk to only 3/4 of their volume. The body is trembling slightly. Breathing is rapid, carbon dioxide levels are rising, and there's excessive ventilation. Because we're so accustomed to breathing, we don't notice it. I didn't see Phaya Nāga in Bangkok either. There was no trace of her at all. But I do see Phaya Nāga elsewhere.